freshman year, I was assigned to a random roommate who thought she was a mermaid slash witch. That's interesting. I came home one day and there was a wet 6-foot mermaid tail hanging over my door. She also got permission from the school to swim in the campus pool with her mermaid tail on. I'd also wake up from naps sometimes and it would be pitch black and I'd hear her and her friends chanting and talking about spells they had made. She was an interesting gal. Yeah, she was quite a catch. Claire, 22 years old. You need to drop out of college and run away as fast as you can. I'm pretty sure you're not living with Ariel. She has some issues. And I bet she has a flounder too, but he's dead because they did some kind of spell on it and killed their fish. But what's up guys, thanks so much for coming back for another fun video. As always, don't forget to subscribe, be a part of the Socially Awkward family, and follow me on Instagram, links are down below. And give this video a like and a share. Share it on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever else you guys have now. TikTok, that's a good one. I watch it like 3 hours a night. But anyways, yes, we are reacting to the craziest roommate stories. These people live with other terrible people that drive them crazy, and we're gonna read their stories. So yeah, I think we're ready. Let's do this. In college, my roommate came to me in a panic and told me her snake got out. I had no idea she had a snake. What? So she just let a snake out in your apartment by accident. Nope, she was trying to kill you. How do you secretly have a snake? Well, they don't really make noise, so I guess it's not that hard. Tiramisu. Wow. I see what you did there. It's lame. I once had a roommate who kept a bag containing teeth of every single one of her siblings under her pillow. One time, I even caught her kissing it. That is so freaky. I'm pretty sure you're living with a serial killer and you need to move out like right now. Maddie, run. A bag of teeth. Her siblings' teeth. And she's into them. Ugh, this girl has issues. That alone would make me drop out of college and move to another country. I had a roommate who absolutely refused to buy toilet paper. Oh my god, I had one of those. After weeks of her stealing ours, the other 3 of us started hiding it so she would be forced to buy her own. Instead, she started taking heaps of napkins from restaurants and stealing rolls of our paper towels. One night, we all went out to dinner, came home, and the entire basement was flooded because she backed up the toilet with God only knows how much stuff that shouldn't ever be flushed. That and she would keep piles of old food laying around her room. Never did laundry, most disgusting human being I've ever met. I've literally lived with one of these people. When I first moved to LA, I had 3 other roommates in a 2-bedroom apartment. It was okay, kind of crowded. But yeah, we decided to take turns buying toilet paper, like buy a big old bunch thingy of it. And she would use half of it, even more, by herself. I'm like, girl, you're like 50 pounds. Literally, she was like this small. And she was going to the bathroom like every 5 minutes. I don't know how she did it. She probably stole some to give it to someone else. And she never did dishes. And she always ate my food and never bought her own groceries. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. I'll do a story time of her in a live stream or something. My college roommate bought some size 22 sneakers and put them in the middle of our living room. And when people would come over and see the giant shoes, he would say, "Oh, my girlfriend's in the shower." What? Are you trying to make them think your girlfriend is Shaq or LeBron? Size 22? Who even wears that size? I don't think anyone in the NBA has feet that big. This guy is really random, but funny. I feel like we could be really good friends. My weird roommate speaks a different language in her sleep. One time I asked if she spoke a different language and she said no. Okay, maybe it was just her talking gibberish, because sometimes I mumble in my sleep. I also talk and sleepwalk. It freaks people out, but maybe she was also possessed by a demon. You don't know. Satan was speaking Latin through your roommate. Get out. Julie Gerstein. I had a great apartment, but needed a subletter to move in so that I could finish out my lease. Basically, she couldn't afford rent and she needed someone to come pay half of it. When Mary said she could move in and pay all 5 months up front, that sounded great. She up to something. Okay, take notes of these stories, guys. Learn what to look for in a roommate. The bad part was everything that followed. She was ambiguously employed and would be up at all hours doing coke with her friends, sleeping all day, Well, that's me. And generally acting like an insane person. One time, I woke up in the middle of the night and she was sitting on the edge of my bed, talking to me in a creepy whisper voice saying, "I'm so mad, Julie. I'm so mad." I don't know what she was talking about, but I tried to usher her out as quickly as possible. Okay, don't judge me, but I'm gonna Google what ambiguously means, so as to be open to doubt or uncertainty. Oh, so she thought she just wasn't employed. She a liar. And I'm dumb. Kaynee Natopoulos. My college roommate took off all her clothes to poop. Our room had its own bathroom, so she would go in there for pooping and she would take off all of her clothes. Afterward, presumably, she would put the clothes back on. She thought everyone did this. No, nobody does that. Except for you freak. That's as weird as when guys completely take off their pants at the urinal. They're just butt naked in public. And then other guys walk in, they're like, "What the heck are you doing?" When I first met my college roommate, he introduced himself saying, "Hi, my name is Matt. I like dragons." Okay. He got kicked out of school 6 months later for unauthorized snake breeding. What? He was trying to make a dragon out of snakes. Well, you should have bred it with a lizard. Maybe that would have done something weird. I don't know biology. Bill Bradley. My old roommate got out of breath playing video games, even though neither he nor his character did anything remotely physical. Your roommate might have been having a heart attack or choking on something. I hope you checked on him. Yeah, that's totally not normal. If you're getting out of breath and you're doing absolutely nothing, like you're just sitting still, there is something medically wrong and you need to call 911. My freshman year, my roommate used to tweet about me all semester long. She never left the room and legitimately tweeted over 50 times about me and my friend and whatever we were talking about. She even posted a 17-minute voice memo of us once. Dang, she's nosy. Well, she's just bored with her life and she has no friends. It became a thing for my friend and I to check her tweets every morning to see if she wrote about us. She never knew that we found out. Hashtag Chronicles of the Drunk Variety if you're interested. Dang, that is just nosy, you jerk. Mind your own business. Okay, a voice memo without me knowing, that's legit illegal. I lived with a magician. Huh, that should be fun. One of the many moments, the odd one that I remember vividly, was when he was about to leave the country for near about 2 months. Dang, that's a long gig. Before he left, hours before going to the airport, he filled the freezer with whole chickens. Okay. Then he got really upset when we ate them to free up space. Well, what do you expect me to do? Just keep the freezer completely filled with whole chickens? And it's chicken. You really expect me not to eat that? That's just rude of you to just put food like that in front of me and say, "I'm leaving it for 2 months, don't touch it." I noticed that our drinking glasses would go missing from time to time. Cleaning the house up one day, I found one of the glasses under my roommate's bed, full to the brim with urine. Urine, guys. That's pee. He was too lazy to get out of bed at night to use the bathroom, so would periodically use the communal drinking glasses. Communal means everybody uses them. The ones he peed in. We lived together for 3 years before I figured that out. Oh, that is so gross. No matter how many times you wash that glass, I would never touch it ever again. Just throw it out with the roommate. I lived with a guy who drank rum like water and played the trumpet. Well, that's a interesting combo. He sounds fun. So he was a drunk trumpet player. Ugh, now that I think about it, that'd be really annoying. Trumpet players are so annoying. I'm sorry, but if you play trumpet, stop doing that. That annoying thing where you just blast it in someone's face. People go deaf from that. But that's just the beginning. Although he couldn't play the trumpet, he would play the theme to the Flintstones, but always got stuck on one note. I wanted to take a shovel to the trumpet right at the moment he would mess it up. Put both of us out of our misery. Yeah, that would kind of drive me crazy. I had a roommate in college who would only fall asleep if he watched Disney movies at night. I had to listen to them every night for hours trying to sleep. And I now hate The Lion King with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. How could you hate Lion King? I mean, I get it. No matter how good a movie is, if you hear it 24/7, you're gonna hate it. I do that with songs. If I get obsessed with a song, I'll listen to it non-stop in the car every day, and then I'll get sick of it and never listen to it again. moved in with a guy who had a huge horror movie collection. When I asked, "You a horror movie fan?" he said, "No, just taking notes." That was day one. Taking notes for what? Okay, your roommate is legit planning to murder you. You're living with Dexter. Watch out for plastic. And that is it for the craziest roommates ever. So if any of your roommates have any similar symptoms to these freaks, kick them out or move out, do something. But yeah, I hope you loved the video. Again, don't forget to give this video a like and a share. And be sure to subscribe to the channel, be part of our socially awkward family, and follow me on Instagram. Links are down below. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you beautiful people next time.